Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a photo light sensor, just like this. Yeah, so it's just basically when the sun goes down, the lights automatically come on. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright ladies and gentlemen, so the first thing you guys want to do when you guys are making this photo light, if you guys are doing this for the first time, just make a base real quick just to experiment with it. Doesn't matter how perfect it is, how big it is, whatever the hell. Don't make any jokes about that. We're gonna need a clock for our first thing. There's the clock, and we're gonna get a display to show our display of like time and the numbers and all that good stuff. And then we're gonna need a light, an indicator, paintable indicator. Doesn't matter what. We're gonna put that there, and then the last thing we're gonna need is a battery for right now. Yoink, there's a battery. You hook up the battery to everything that it needs to be hooked up to. There's all that. Real quick, we're gonna get the clock, set it at the time, and we're gonna have it go to the digital display. And so, right out the gate, I wanna tell you guys something. Look at this. So basically 0 is midnight and 1 is midnight. So you guys can't really throw this into a microcontroller with just one threshold. I'll show you guys why. So we're gonna create a microcontroller. It is going to be a 1x2. You guys could have any symbol, whatever you guys want. I'm gonna draw a clock. That's about it, man. I'm gonna just draw a clock. You guys can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it TCT for the clock tutorial. And then what you guys are gonna need for logic is, you guys are gonna need 2 of these logic nodes. One of them is going to be a number input, and the other one is going to be an on and off output. The number is coming from the clock. I have no idea where the second F came from. Clock. And the on or off is to the lights. Right? Couldn't get any more simpler than that. We're going to go into here. We're going to go 2 lights and from the clock. Here's why you don't just send a threshold in. So it says 0 from midnight and 1 is midnight. So if you guys like fiddle around with the display and all that stuff real quick, I'm gonna show you guys. Spawn that in. It's already getting morning? Yeah, it's already getting morning. And this is what our display reads. This is basically what the threshold is going to read once we put the threshold in. It's reading this from this, right? But if you notice, it's not actually 17 or 1600 hour. It's only like 0.7. Whatever. It's reading from 0 to 1. And if you guys notice, once it goes to midnight, it goes to 1. It's going up to 1, going up, and eventually, boom, resets to 0. Now 0 is still midnight and 1 is midnight. So the reason why you can't say we want this to turn on at 7:05, which is kind of like the dawn, and then 0.25 is when the sun comes back up. The reason why you can't do this, so I'll show you guys why you can't do this. So you connect all this up. You save it as TCT, you get out of here, you go back, you find that microcontroller, right here, TCT, you grab it, then you connect the time from the clock, you put it into the clock, and you finally put the lights to the lights. Yeah. Alright. Now you notice it's not even on. And then it turns on. And then it's gonna run all the way up to dusk. Is it dusk or dawn? It's one of the two. I think ain't dawn when the sun comes up and dusk is when the sun goes down. Is that right? Is that right, man? But yeah. Anyways, it's gonna stay on till 0.75. Boom. Turns off at 0.75. It already did. That is because, and just to clarify, you cannot switch this. You can't just say, oh, well, just switch it. Yeah, if you put this with that, it's going to be the exact same as it was before. I have no idea why. But that's where you get a second threshold. You put it in, let me just group these together just a little bit. You group these together, you get rid of this. Now what we're going to do is, since 1 is midnight, we're going to yoink, put 1 in there for high. That is like kind of like the maximum you could get with this threshold. You want to get dusk? Yeah, you want to get dusk to midnight, which is the max. Then you want to grab this one from where it's going to turn on, which is 0. And you want to grab this to 0.25. That's basically when it turns off. I'm going to connect this to down here. And yeah, so boom. Now you can't even connect these two together. And you guys are going to want to grab an OR. The reason why you guys can't grab an AND, like both of these together, like an AND, is because for some reason the AND likes to kick one of these out. It's mostly this one. And if you grab an AND, I'm not going to show it, just for time's sake, I'm just explaining it. If you guys put an AND, which makes sense that you guys are going to put an AND, that's what I did, and you guys connect it up. This one works after midnight, but this one for some reason doesn't work. I have no idea why. But we're going to connect the first one up to A, the second one up to B, and then A or B is going to go up to the lights, just like that. And that should do it. Ooh. And there you go. It's on from 0.75, goes through 1. Now it's at 0.25. It'll turn off when dawn comes. Hopefully. Looking at here. Boom, and 0.25. It turns off, and it stays off during the day. Look at that. Ain't that fantastic? So that's how you guys build a photo sensor. I think that's what it's called. An example of this would be if you guys are in like your parents' car or whatever, and you notice that the headlights automatically turn on when it's like around this time. Yoink. Yep, see? That's actually, I asked my dad about this, and he said that's a photo sensor. So that's how you build a photo sensor, and it's only kind of for like aesthetic purposes, you know, just to make the ship a little bit cooler, a little bit, you know, nice looking, eye appealing. Also, you can see stuff on the deck where you can't really see it in the dark. Also, I actually use this for my landing pad because I'm actually starting to use helicopters, so I want to know where this landing pad is at. Other than that, it's just for aesthetics. You can even do it for the bridge too, if you don't want to constantly keep flicking the switch. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if this if this helped you guys. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.